So guys, Code Violet came out. I don't know if any of you in the audience remembers me talking about that game, but it's the game where the developers said they weren't going to port it to PC because PC players make vulgar mods. So Teamkill Media, the people behind Code Violet, they're actually making their game a PlayStation exclusive because PC players might make vulgar mods. Let's get into their statement. For those asking us about a PC version of Code Violet, the reason we are not bringing it to PC is we do not want anyone modding vulgar versions of the main character as well as other characters in the game. We hold our voice actresses and actors with high regard, as well as our artistic vision for the game and story, and reject any form of destroying that with sexual mods. Making a joke out of our art and possibly tarnishing the reputation of our voice actresses and actors is not worth the extra money we can make. Hashtag Code Violet. They definitely stuck true to their word, and well, the game sucks. It's garbage. Let's go over some of the reviews for the latest and greatest PlayStation exclusive Code Violet. So, I'm over here on Metacritic. You can see the game just came out, released on January 10th, 2026. The Metascore is generally unfavorable, with a 40 out of 100. If only there were a group of people that liked to modify games that could have fixed this 40 out of 100 score, or at least made the game more playable. Jokes aside, let's go ahead and check out these reviews, man. By the way, none of the reviews that I am going to show are positive because there are no positive reviews yet. Brutal, man. The highest score I saw this game be given was a 55 by COG Connected, and they said, Code Violet falls short of its inspirations. Although the concise adventure has some strong moments, with some great interior environments, it fails to create menacing enemies that evoke fear in the player. Bugs hinder the experience, often leading to clumsy moments that break the immersion. Unfortunately, fans of Dino Crisis will have to keep waiting for that spiritual successor they've been hoping for. Even the most positive review I could find still just shits all over the game. They're saying to just keep waiting for a Dino Crisis successor, and basically just telling you not to pick this game up. Now, let's get into the more scathing reviews. Game 8 gave the game a 42 out of 100, and they said, as the self-proclaimed torchbearer of one of the industry's cult classics, Code Violet fails to meet the standards or even do a decent job of representing the action horror survival genre. Its weak gunplay, baffling art direction, rough animations, and even more confusing plot serve as a reminder that maybe some things should be left untouched. Push Square, a PlayStation-centric outlet, said, Code Violet is a mess. Crummy combat, tedious exploration, technical problems. The sexy costumes and horny camera work seems at odds with both Violet as a character and the tone of the writing. Even at 6 hours long, it's tough to recommend, because in 6 hours you could just watch Jurassic Park 3 times. And if you did that, you'd never once feel the need to justify what's currently on your screen. I find this specific review very interesting because they bring up the horny camera work and the sexy costumes. Didn't the devs literally say they didn't want quote-unquote vulgar mods of their characters, but they're adding this shit in the game anyway? It really makes you think, man. Anyway, IGN gave this game a 40 out of 100. Anyway, here's what they had to say. Code Violet is not the Dino Crisis successor you may have hoped for. It doesn't even clear the bar of being a successful clone of the other various third-person shooters it curbs most of its ideas from. Its dated map layouts and visual style let its predecessors down. The only weight I felt from its convoluted story and flat, empty characters were on my eyelids. Its anemic host of enemies are dull, and far more scary are the amount of bugs that were in this review build that, though a priority on developer Teamkill Media's list of fixes, hit Code Violet's balance and pacing like a life-ending comet from outer space. So even IGN, that will slap a 7 out of 10 on literally anything, it could be a steaming pile of shit, they'd slap a 7 out of 10 on. They didn't even hype this garbage up. Now, how are the developers taking all of this criticism now that the game is out and the players are doing all of the criticisms as well as the journalists? Well, they're pretending as if there's no problems with the game and only responding to positive feedback on Twitter. Alright, we're over here on Twitter right now, and the first thing that shows up when I open Twitter is a guy comparing Stellar Blade, a game that openly embraced mods, to Code Violet, a game super against mods. Very nice thing to open up Twitter to, but let's actually go ahead and take a look at Teamkill Media, the developers of Code Violet's page. Alright, so we're over on Teamkill Media right now. You can see they're advertising their game here, and they're only really replying to people being super positive about the game. Thank you so much, happy you enjoyed it, thank you so much, thank you so much, thank you so much. They're not replying to any of the people pointing out the various bugs, glitches, and issues with the game, which is to be expected, man. I think the funniest thing that I saw is a guy who pre-ordered the game and was complaining in the replies to Teamkill Media saying he pre-ordered the game and didn't even get his pre-order bonus. But yeah, man, I don't really have that much else to say, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the video here. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you didn't like the video, you can leave a dislike and a mean comment. Yeah, I'm out, man.